It's not bad. 770 gallon. Yeah. Had about 22 gallons left. Get rid of this trailer, man. This trailer is not working out.
Hey.
Yeah, that little old boy, man. Jake kicks in and it fucking tries to jackknife the truck.
What's this now?
It's that float you sent. That low boy. When you touch the fucking Jake brake, man, the fucking truck starts sliding down the ramp.
No shit. Really?
Oh, yeah.
You don't like it?
Oh, it's a nice looking trailer. If you gotta do one of those hard roundabouts, or not roundabout, but the hard ramp.
Hey guys, Worggy here.
You gotta.
We're gonna test out one of my new trailers.
It's all the fun in it, buddy.
They're not like that in real life, though.
You're right.
I've never had a truck. Only time I had a truck try to do that with a Jeep on was in the wintertime. And then, boy, the Jeeps, you better be real careful because it don't take much to put it off the road then.
Actually, give me one more second here, guys.
Hey, you chat with Jaeger? Hey, Hey, he just he sent me a message on Steam here, and he thought I was you, so I sent him the invite to your shit here.
Gotta blame you.
Yeah. So
that's all right.
I figured I'd come in and let you know. I usually let somebody know if I do something like that.
You called me last night. I was just falling asleep.
Yeah, did you like it?
Yeah. Said he's not getting no phone call from me tonight.
At least I know you thought about me as you slept.
Nope.
Oh yeah, you was thinking all about me when you laid down.
You make out with your military thing. You do it yet or what?
No, I didn't go yet.
Give me 1 second here, guys. I'm getting my shit all straightened out here.
What do you mean?
First I heard of it was last week.
I wanted to join as a kid, but I need a motivation. I need a kick in the ass right now, you know? I need a change.
10-4.
So I figured, I was talking to a buddy of mine. He said, why not military? And I said, you know, it's not a bad idea.
Yeah, it's only 40 years, right?
Yeah.
In the military?
What was that?
20 years is not long in the military.
Nah, I'd do 40 if I could.
Yeah, no, you won't.
Oh, hell yeah. What, hell no?
No, I got a couple of buddies, man. They were lucky to get their 20 years in, and they happily took their retirement. They said it was a long. I'm not trying to turn you away from them. They just told me it was a hard 20 years. Right?
Hell, if you get 20 in, you get 40 in. There's nothing easy about it. Nothing easy about it. Worggy's far from wise.
My cousin wanted out so bad, he jumped out of a plane. He was a paratrooper. And he pulled his chute a little too late. Broke his ankles, and they give him an honorary discharge and let him go. That's how eager he was to get out.
Oh, shit.
Now, meanwhile, they put him in all the fucking shitholes of the world, too.
It's it.
He spent the last 3 or 4
All right, guys, I'm back. Sorry about that. Had to get all my crap sorted out here.
He said, it's funny.
It'll be good to go right now.
He said, like, dude,
I got my chat down.
the best of the best of the Canadian military. They were the psychopaths, right? They were the guys that if you wanted.
We're gonna be testing out one of my new trailers. I'll pull out a little bit and I'll show you guys what it looks like. It's a new trailer I just got from Art Mods. This is his step deck. I also bought the Tank Master. We'll be doing that one a little bit later, maybe. Might be tomorrow as well. But you can pretty much customize everything about this trailer. That's badass. Lots of cargo types. Or it's a different cargo type. I didn't change my shit here. There we go. Sorry about that. Let me start over. So here's the step deck that we're going to be doing right here. And this is from Bart Mods. And pretty much everything about this trailer, you can customize. Change the color and all that kind of good stuff. But we're going to be taking this load almost 4,000 miles.
No, he never said, but he said he was there the day that the US one got shot down. Now, I don't know. The movie shows it was 2. I just assume.
One more second here, guys. Sorry with this. I'm all sorts of fucked up today. I turned my overlay off earlier.
You feeling any better from when you got sick or a while ago?
Not really, but still
All right.
or whatever it is.
Now we're ready to rock, guys.
Shit. It ain't no good.
I think it's something to do with being off work, mental stress.
Tyler!
Be off work.
What's going on, man? How you doing?
Almost 5 months.
Just got us what the hell is that? You guys see that? There's a trailer rolling down the street, but just a trailer. Just got us a new trailer here. This is the step deck by Bart Mods. Badass little trailer.
Yeah, you're back. That was good.
4
All
modes just in a compressed disc. Got to see a surgeon.
This one's a 4,000 mile load heading down to, I think it's Key West.
Or what? I don't know. Fucking know. I can't see it because I'm starting to. I don't know how to say it. Regress in my progress. My nerve is starting to pinch my leg again, so my leg goes dead. And I get pins and needles down through both my legs, so that's not a good sign. That tells me that the.
Oh, nice, man, nice. I also got the Tank Master. We'll probably show it off a little bit later tonight or early tomorrow morning. Not sure which. Really depends on how long it takes us to do this load. This load's gonna be 4,000 miles, so it's not gonna be a quick load by any means. And I think I just forgot to fuel up before we left. I think we will see Farm Sim 21. I hope it's really good next year. Hope so too. I hope they do more with 21 than they did with 19. 19's good. But I kind of felt like it was kind of a slight letdown. I think they could have done a lot more with it. Boulder! What's going on, man? I decided to do some more ATS. I got the Step Deck trailer from Bart Mods. Really badass looking trailer. You can get all kinds of cargo too. Right now I'm just hauling another truck. But you can get like, here I'll show you. So we can get trucks, we can get like pods where you store furniture and shit. Pro mix, forklifts, lumber. A lot of it's the same loads that's in the game, but it looks a lot cooler, basically. Round bales. Oh, that look cool. What's that? Oh, ambulances. Lumber. Man lift. PVC pipes. They got all kinds of shit. Humvee and containers. Pretty cool. I think it could be their best one. They learned a lot of it. Yeah, I agree with you, man. Whoa. Whoa. Alright, we're gonna be filling up here. Yeah, I've been meaning to jump over into some Farm Sim. And here we are. It's fueling up time. I would like to see Farm Sim have more crop choices. I think they're very limited.
Alright, shit, he's back up.
Hey, Worggy.
Archie?
How do I go about getting on your stream, man?
You just go to Twitch.
And
Name's Worggy Gaming, or you can go Worggy Gaming on YouTube, or Worggy Gaming on Facebook, or I think it's just Worggy. It might be Worggy Gaming on Mixer. I'm kind of all over the place now.
I was telling him about the message I sent you. I said, go into his stream and type the same thing to him. I was telling him his truck looked good, white, red.
Alright.
We ought to go get a little DCH crazy
Oh.
fucking emote, man. We'll just go in there and drop it to him a million times.
I gotta go into Jason and say, Jason, know what really made that truck look good? It was white and red. Oh, look at that. I'm behind a fucking OTR trailer now.
Alright, guys, we're cruising.
Eco straight and unturned off. Perfect.
You still haven't taken the damn things out of your game.
I put pictures up every now and then, DCH hauling OTR trailer. Trust me, I'm sure it bugs him more than it bugs me. Don't bug me at all. But I bet you it bugs him to see a DCH truck hauling one.
I'd scratch out the earth to your, you know, like it looked like spray paint and put DCH.
Yeah, I was saying to Worggy, I was thinking about doing that actually. Like, figure out how to texture trailers. I haven't messed with it yet. I figured out texture trailers. That's what I'm gonna do.
So have you went and retaken the ASVAB?
What was that?
I was asking Narky if he went and has he tried to take the ASVAB again?
No, I ain't even went up and messed with it yet. Hey, watch this, Manny.
Thanks, man.
Hey, no worries, buddy. Don't worry about it.
Hey, Worggy, my stream is saying to say something to you so you know I'm here.
What?
I said your stream is saying say something to Worggy, let him know you're here.
Do you guys play Farm Sim?
What was that for?
You guys have Farm Sim?
Farm Sim? Yeah, I got 18, I think, or 19. What?
What about you, Narky? Narky?
No, I ain't got it.
You saw it, dude. You need to go to one of the truck stops and suck dick till you get enough money to get it.
City's laptop can't run it. Tried to get him to buy it there last month. City's PC's not big enough.
And if you're gonna go in the army, might as well get to practicing now.
Listen to this guy.
You know what Army stands for, right?
I'm done with you. I'm leaving.
What?
That says I'm done with you. I'm leaving.
Do you know the joke?
What's the joke?
Ain't ready to be a Marine yet.
What's this?
Army stands for ain't ready to be a Marine yet.
You gotta mute your mic, Torky, when he's trying to talk, man. You're getting too much feedback.
Yeah, it's crazy.
He didn't reply to me on his damn Twitch, dickhead.
Never said nothing. Oh, I just saw the welcome to the stream, Narky. I can make it red. I can run your ass over.
Man, them graphics look damn good on that game.
Oh, this isn't even a high. I run my graphics on medium. My computer kind of struggles at times. Kind of needs an upgrade. I think my CPU is what's holding it back. My graphics card's a GTX 1070, which ain't bad. But my CPU isn't so great.
What the hell are you doing running double mirrors?
Why not? All the pros do it. I have mirrors on the sides. It's the difference. If I had 3 monitors, I wouldn't need them, but I don't.
Let's see this truck. It's T680. Let's check it out.
This is the Bart mod step deck.
$680. Come on.
That's what he's pulling, yeah.
Ah.
He's driving a W9, pulling a T680.
W9's a real man's truck. You wouldn't know that, Narky.
That's
Oh,
what I got.
Narky switched over to Kenworth.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I got rid of my one.
I can't believe that one.
You
That-
best
yep.
believe it, buddy.
Yeah, Boulder, that's Narky.
It was a prerequisite to be hired.
I'm over in their Discord. I am in Discord. I'll be over in OTR Discord here in a little bit.
They're not going nowhere, mister.
That makes I'm like, what's he talking? I'm like, oh, okay, I got him.
What's this? I was replying on a message.
You know, he said Boulder. He said, yeah, he said I'll be back in OTR. OTR just scored down a little bit. I said, they're not.
Who's that?
Worggy.
Boulder's in Twitch chat.
Yeah, I see him now. Yeah.
Were you ever a member of the Boy Scouts?
What's this?
Narky? Were you ever a member of the Boy Scouts?
Yeah, when I was a kid.
Oh, you'll be just fine in the Army. Almost the same.
Listen to this guy.
My kid's going into the Air Force. Well, he wants to. He's in the Air Cadet.
That's the smart thing to do right there. To be honest, an honest truth.
Yeah. He wants to be a commercial pilot. So I told him the best thing to do is get the Canadian government pay for all of his training.
Even if he, like, because you have to have some, like, your eyesight has to be perfect. Even if you happen to not have the best eyesight in the world, the Air Force is still the best route. It's easier. It's not as hard on your body. Like, when I got out of the military, my knees were just fucked. That's after just 4 years, man. Imagine what 20 would have done to my knees.
Fuck, I learned how to.
And after 4 years in the Army, Narky, your knees are going to be shot. I mean, you're going to be on them constantly.
This guy's killing me tonight. Yeah, dickhead must miss me or something.
Hadn't seen you in a week.
Oh, hell, you'll be alright. He didn't miss anything.
I don't know.
The only thing I'd be concerned about, Narc, in all honesty, would be concerning to me about you joining the army is your leg with that titanium fucking rod, man. Like, all I'd be afraid is that they're gonna fuck that up, right?
That's what I'm thinking, man. There's a lot of shit. Fucking jumping, running.
They'll waive your right to it. They'll waive it, no problem. But they're still gonna destroy you. And then when you're no good to them, they'll just say, "Sorry, you're no good to them."
Yeah, buddy, I'm scared. I can't run again as it is now. I just.
You say you can't. You say you can't run.
No, I can't fucking run right
Dude,
now.
why would you join the military? I'm being serious. I'm not making a joke now. Because they're gonna run your ass off, dude.
Well, hopefully it'll build my legs.
Like, if you can't run 3 miles, you should not go in. I'm being serious. You're gonna hate life, dude.
I walked 3 miles. We'll see if we can run.
It don't work that way, man. Military life is not like civilian life. I'm telling you, dude, you'll fucking hope to eat a bullet. Not playing, man.
Yeah, I know our police department here, they have to be able to run 5 miles. They do it pretty much daily. They had to run like 5 miles in less than an hour. They had to do it in like 50 minutes or something.
And I know, honestly, specifically, I mean, I'm not trying to be elitist here because I was in the Marines, but Army does have lower standards. You don't have to be a great runner, but if you can't run like 1.5 to 3 miles somewhat easily, you should wait, man.
Oh fuck, William.
Because if you're having that hard of a time, it's because your leg. There's a reason your body's telling you shouldn't be doing that.
What it is I got 2 screws in my knee. That's the only thing like if I say I'll sit down for about 45 minutes or so and I go to stand back up, it feels like my legs locked in place. It'll pop when I go to straighten it back up.
Dude, you're gonna fuck your body up, man.
And if you get there and end up not being able to do it, they're just gonna send you back and you got nothing to show for it. You're just gonna waste your time. And the other option is that they try to get you, I'm gonna say physically fit, which I know that's not what the problem is. They could keep you there for I've seen people there for 1.5 years, dude. Just in boot camp. And boot camp's the bad part, man. You don't want to be in boot camp for 1.5 years.
Yeah, boot camp's the hard part.
It's not really hard. Just, if you don't like people screaming and yelling at you, boot camp's the hard part.
Oh, hell.
But man, like, boot camp's the easy, as physically, like, you'll probably have to run a few miles here and there. When I got out into the Marine Corps, we routinely ran over 20 miles at once, often. The longest run we went on was close to 50.
See, when I was younger, I was in a boot camp setting where
Take care, Boulder, man. Thanks for stopping by, man.
Property, I'd run fucking agony hills, I'd run triangles, push-ups. Oh, you'd carry a canoe over your head, walk the perimeter, backpack, water jugs. I've been in this setting as a kid.
Yeah, but I'd be just afraid you'd tear up your leg, man. And then, like, if you permanently tear up your leg, like I say, I'm not trying to discourage you. Just food for thought. If you were to, like, do serious nerve damage to your leg, I mean, and you lose use of your leg, I mean, they're just gonna wash their hands of you, right? And then you're gonna live the rest of your life in the fucking agony, you know. And that's my biggest concern. Having that plate in my leg, I'd be half wary about that.
Yeah, right.
And if you went into an infantry in it, like you had entertained the idea if your MLS wasn't available, dude, they'll fucking haze the shit out of you. Like they're a lot more hardcore with that shit. I was in fucking cupcake land compared to infantry.
He was in cupcake land.
I'm not kidding, dude. Those motherfuckers, the infantry have nothing but time. If you're not being deployed, they have fucking 24 hours a day to fuck with you. And they have nothing better to do.
I believe it.
You should put some serious thought into this, man, if your leg's that bad where you can't run very well.
I mean, I can run, but like I said, how do I explain? It's not like it used to be.
Can you run a mile with no problems?
No problem. Yeah, I'll run a mile, yeah.
Okay. Well then, I go with what Manning said, that you need to think about is, if you do permanent damage to that leg, they're just gonna toss you to the side and you'll no longer be in the military and nothing to show for it, and a fucked up leg.
Yeah, I'd be worried about the serious long-term consequences over anything else.
Yeah, it's something to think about for sure.
And I'm just gonna say this because you're young and most young people are fucking idiots. Don't try to be all tough and big and bad thinking you're a man. You can just tough it out, dude. Like, you really need to think this through.
Yeah, that's it.
Like I say, I'm not trying to discourage you. I mean, more power to you, whatever you want to do. But I'd seriously think about it with that leg.
Yeah, man, you guys just looking out for me. It's all right. It's all right.
A military is a great career, but you need to make sure you can keep up physically, dude, or they're gonna eat you alive.
That's it.
I got the wife kind of because the young fellas in Air Cadets, they're in that till they're 18, finish school, and then they're allowed to go. I think they're the first acceptance based on their school marks and all that stuff, because they're really strict. They want to see their report cards and stuff too, right? But they'll actually bring him in to the Air Force when he's finished school at 18 if he wants to. And like I told him, you want to be a commercial pilot, man, go in and take whatever fucking options they give you, right? Not only that, like, there's a shortage of helicopter pilots in Canada now, right? And they're actually converting Air Force pilots over to the helicopter divisions, the whatever you call them, and paying them almost twice the money just to get them over to the helicopter side.
Oh, pilots is a good career, man. Really good.
I told him, I said, man, I'd be hot after that helicopter shit, right? That'd be fucking cool as fuck to me, right? If they were going to pay me, like, I'd go in and tell them I want to be an airplane pilot first, and then they were like, oh, okay. Then they'll come back and offer you, say, hey, you come over to the helicopter side, we'll give you, 50% more on your salary type thing. Then, all right, sure, no problem, right? I'd play them out. I wouldn't go into, oh, I'll be your helicopter. They're never going to offer you nothing. You know what I mean? I take a fucking helicopter. Like I tell them all the time, if I have my time back, that's what I went in for. Helicopter pilot. I'd love to be with the Coast Guard. You know what I mean?
I'll tell you a story. I'm not a very strong swimmer. I can swim. Like, if I fell in, I could probably save my own life. But I'm not gonna help anyone else. Let's put it that way. And I made it most of my Marine Corps career without having to ever go through another swim call. And they put me through swim call, dude. I thought they were gonna drown my ass.
Yeah, I see some videos and pictures. I don't know if that shit's real or not, but it looks pretty fucking intense.
Oh, it's insane, dude. What had happened? So they teach you in the military how to basically turn your camis into, like, basically a flotation device. You blow air down into your camis and you hold it around your neck really tight and you just float there. Well, you have to be able to tread water for I think it was 3 minutes. Well, I was doing their little trick because I can't float at all for some reason, and Well, when I did that, my top button snapped off. And so I was gonna swim off to the side and, you know, get my shit all straightened out and then go back at it. But when I did, they literally put their boot on my head and pushed me back out in the middle of the fucking pool. And they ended up having to, they waited till the 3 minutes was up and then pulled me out of the pool. And I remember everyone around me doing shit, but I was I wasn't responsive.
Oh, fuck.
And yeah. And since I got out of the Marine Corps, you cannot pay me enough to go to the water. I will never step foot in another pool the rest of my life.
Is that picture I see where it shows all the recruits are like fucking chained underwater, their hands are tied together, and they're just fucking there? Is that shit true, or is that just a fucking...
That sounds like Navy SEAL shit, man. And that kind of stuff does happen in Navy SEALs. But that's definitely Special Forces. They don't do that stuff in just regular Joe Smo boot camp.
Okay. See a fucking picture, it's like 10 of them in the bottom of the pool. It's like they were tied to a cinder block or something. And they were threw in the fucking water, and they're all fucking chained onto this thing, and their hands were tied together, and they were all just fucking floating there. Like, and I was like, holy fuck.
Yeah, I think that sounds just. I think that's a Navy SEALs exercise, and I think they have to like push that boulder all the way across the pool.
Okay. Apparently, it's a breathing, like a lung capacity training exercise.
Yeah, Navy SEALs, man. That shit's no joke. Even people that try out for that shit and don't make it, at least they had the nuts to try, because I wouldn't even try. Screw that.
Sure.
But that's one of those things, you know, you go into that and you actually become a Navy SEAL, you don't come out the same. Like you're a changed person after that.
Yeah, my cousin's like that. He, like I say, he was with the paratroopers, and they were the hardest treated fucking military personnel. Like they were the scum of the earth in training. Like my cousin now, like you just look at him wrong, he'd snap. He'll want to break your neck. Yeah. He's just not the same no more. Oh, and racist. Oh my god. Well, when you spend so many years over in Somalia dealing with that shit, you know, you kind of learn to hate. Right?
I think most people that have served in the military are racist towards certain people. Leave it at that.
Yeah, my cousin don't like to see dark people, let's just say.
Yeah.
And like he used to tell us all the stories when he come back, like, you know, how they used to go in and do their patrols, protecting these kids and families, and they go back in the evening time and all their shit be robbed, right? Big win and raid your fucking camp.
Yep.
They're the ones that got in trouble. Do you remember that big scandal went down when they beat the shit out of the young kid and they were pissing on him and all that, had him tied to the tree and that?
Yeah.
He was part of that, right?
Oh, okay, I got you.
There's superiors went to jail over that. In jail for life.
Yeah, they tend to make examples of superiors in those situations.
Yeah, the big wigs, they're all in jail for life, right? One guy's had to commit suicide in jail, but they say that big shot, the head dog that was looking after the operation over, they say he went to jail for life because he knew what was happening, he didn't stop it. He wasn't engaged in it, but he didn't, you know, he didn't put a stop to what was going on. But he was his partner. I don't know if you remember hearing about that little black kid that got his skull smashed. That was his partner that did that, right?
Oh, okay.
They went back to the camp, and the kid was robbing his camp. he grabbed the whole kid. And, you know, they're under a lot of pressure, so he just fucking snapped. He took the butt of the gun and he smashed his fucking forehead in. Killed.
Oh wow.
Killed the little kid. He got a lot of trouble over that. Not my cousin, but the guy that did it, right? And my cousin was in a hostage situation where he was the hostage, and they had a gun pointed to his head for about 3 hours before they de-escalated the situation. So he had a lot of shit going on in Somalia, and he was just never the same when he come back. Right?
Yeah, but they make these people killing machines, basically. And then they freak out when they go over there. And like, I understand it as a kid, and probably shouldn't have happened. But when you train these people to be killers, and then you drop them in environments that none of us could even begin to imagine. Well, I mean, what did they think was going to happen? I mean, some of these people aren't ever going to be the same. They're going to have PTSD. Shit, like, I mean, I think they should be a little more understanding of the situation.
Yeah, they need to have a softer division just for those peacekeeping type missions. Because, like I say, the paratroopers back in the day were like the Navy SEALs to the U.S., right? But paratroopers were vicious. They were fucking serial killers is what they were. Like, they didn't ask questions. You know the old saying, shoot first, ask questions later? They didn't ask questions. They just go in and kill. You tell me to kill everything that's moving on this fucking field, I'm going to kill everything, right? And that's what they done. They were serial killers. And they put them in Somalia as peacekeepers. Like, the worst people to put into a country as a peacekeeper. They were the only guys that accepted the call, see? And when they got there, it wasn't a peacekeeping mission. That's when the Americans were in that full-on fucking battle with that fucking warlord over, or whatever the fuck his name, over Mogadishu, or whatever the fuck they call it. They were in full-on, the UN used to give them one mag to go in their gun. If they fired one round, he said you had to go back and fill out a bunch of paperwork why they shot the bullet. The UN didn't want no violence, right? So they used to say in the mornings, their captain used to go to the black market and used to buy rounds for their guns. So they used to go into the UN, get their mag, sawn it out, do their checks and do their inspection where the UN inspect their equipment and all that. When they get out in the field, they take that mag, they put it down in the pocket of their pants, and they clip their own mags into the gun. And they used to go out and get into battle all day long.
Okay, I got you.
But that's what they had to do. The Canadian government had to go to the black market and buy ammo for their guns, so they didn't have to use the UN's ammo because there was too much paperwork and too much questioning. Like, it was a big deal shooting a UN bullet, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, for real.
So they used to go and buy their own bullets in the black market. Just go fucking store, you know, buy up the bullets and load their own magazines and put them in their pockets, put them in the gun, and go on patrol.
Oh.
Every day you go back and you pass in your UN mag. Not a bit of dust, nothing on it, right? So yeah, sending the Canadian serial killers in to be a peacekeeper. That was hilarious. And they get all butthurt when the kid gets killed. I mean, yes, it was terrible that the kid got killed, but like you say, the amount of pressure and the training that these guys received over the years, I mean, you know fucking well they're going to snap.
Oh yeah, dude. It doesn't surprise me at all that kind of stuff happened.
I mean, I remember in '92, I think it was, in Desert Storm, sure, they had to go into Iraq and assist the Americans. They had to fly the paratroopers in to assist the Americans because they couldn't get this airbase taken over. It was just so much resistance, right? So the Americans called in the paratroopers, come in, give them a hand, and Craig said, anything that moved, you shot it. There was no questions asked, and that was the battle cry. When they're in the helicopter getting ready to go in, they didn't parachute in, they came in on the fast ropes, but he said that when they hit the deck, the guy in the helicopter was telling them, boys, just kill anything that moves. Anything that's not in a U.S. or Canadian Forces uniform, kill it, right? And that's what they told them. When they got out of the helicopter, they were expected to kill everything. I mean, They were nuts. Their whole division was fucking psychotic. I knew a couple of the guys, man. They were all fucking mental cases. You know, if me and you got into a racket, if we were on day training, we were out jogging our 5 miles or running our 5 miles with our fucking, you know, bags on our fucking shoulders, and you know, me and you get into an argument along the way, they'd stop us, you know, tell us to smart the fuck up, and you guys just bought yourself an extra mile or whatever, bullshit, and then they'd get us back to the fucking grounds in the nighttime. This is what my cousin told me. They'd make you and that other fella get in the boxing ring for no holds barred. Beat the fuck out of each other till one of you are almost dead.
Holy shit.
And that's how they were trained. You'd beat the fuck out of your partner till one of you give up. And that was how they dealt, that's how they made you deal with your fucking arguments in the field. Oh, it was fucking ridiculous, he said. Fucking ridiculous. You know, and like he takes back, like he says, holy shit, man. No wonder I'm so fucked.
Is he still in the military, or?
He jumped out of the parachute back in like, jumped out of a plane back, doing some training back in probably 97, 96, and 98, I think it was actually. And he jumped out of the parachute and he pulled his chute too late and broke his ankle.
Man.
Yeah, he did it on purpose.
Oh, I got you. That's some balls there, dude. Like, I could think of a million other ways to get out of the military that don't require potential death.
Yeah, he said he pulled his chute late, snapped his 2 ankles to give him an honorary discharge. The only thing he didn't get was his pension. He didn't get his full pension out of it. You think? You were thinking an honorary discharge, you'd be entitled to that, wouldn't you?
Not if you haven't served 20 years. But I would think you'd be entitled to disability.
Maybe that's what he's talking about. Maybe that's what it is he gets. But he's nuts. Like, he's fucking certifiably nuts, right? I get big of him. I think the world of him. He's fucking like one of my favorite cousins. He always tells the old war stories. I love that shit, right? And so we're working on a site up in Alberta. He's a crane operator as well now. We're pretty much all of our family on that side are crane operators. So anyway, he was up at a work site. I was on the other side. I was working for a different company. And a guy ran up to my crane. He said, "Your cousin just got fired." He said, "The cops are coming for him." I was like, "Oh fuck!" Right? It was after half an hour. Right? So I took off, got out of the crane, took off running. Gets down and he's in the lunchroom sitting down. He said, "I'll call you later." Right? I was like, "All right, that's gone." So anyway, he went to the washroom. It was after a safety meeting, and technically on site, the little walkways in between the office trailers are PPE free zones. You don't really need to wear your PPE when you're on these construction office fucking facilities, right? So anyway, he left the lunchroom and he walked to the washroom. And it just so happened the president of the company was doing a walk down to the site. So when he come out of the lunchroom, or the washroom, sorry, he never had his safety glasses on. I think he's heard that on, but he never had his safety glasses on. So anyway, the president of the company stopped him and said, "Hey, get your safety glasses on." And my cousin was like, "Oh shit, yeah," he said, "I left them in the lunchroom. I'll go back and grab them right now." But he said, "Not good enough. Get your glasses on." Well, with that, Craig turned around, grabbed him by his fucking throat, and had him pinned up against the fucking wall of the wash cart, right? Going to crush his neck, right? Had buddy gasping for fucking air, right?
Jeez.
But anyway, like I say, that's the military side of them, right? They don't take no shit, right? So I mean, like, buddy was going to have him charged and everything, and I went and talked to the guy. I said, "Listen, man, I said, if only you know what that man went through in his fucking life. I know it's not right. Fire him, send him home, whatever you got to do, but don't get the cops involved, right? Just let him go. He'll walk away peacefully. Just tell him that he's got to go and he'll leave, right?" The buddy went back and he said, "All right, so drop the charges." And told Macy, told him he couldn't come back. He's like, "Yeah, that's fine."
And so that's just the thing, though. It's like the military fucked these guys up, and they provide little to no assistance at helping them after they get out.
Yeah, well, that's
Like someone like that needed therapy.
yeah,
Like he needed some help when he got out.
Oh, for sure.
And there's many, like I have so many friends that used to be in the military, have PTSD, bad PTSD, and I mean there's really not a whole lot of help for them.
Yeah, no, it's, it was bad. I mean, how many war vets go to jail, Worggy, because they can't control it?
I know, man. It's ridiculous.
And I, we had to call the cops on him one day. He was beating up property in neighbors' houses, so he was having a disagreement with me and my cousin, his brother. And, he was beating shit up, so we had to call the cops. We just couldn't get him under control, right? And he was just beating people's cars up and beating people's houses up. So anyway, we told the cops on the phone, listen, man, he's military trained, and he served a hard career in the forces. He's seen some fucking twisted shit and see his buddies get killed. He's fucked up, right? He's messed up. And two fucking little dweeb cops came there. They're like, oh, don't worry, we got training for people like this. I said, dude, he'll snap your neck in a fucking heartbeat, right? And sure enough, when the boy went to grab him, he just picked Buddy up by the fucking throat and just fucking power slammed him on the fucking hood of the cop car. I felt like saying to the cop, how's your training working? Oh, you almost had him. Play dead, he'll think you're dead. He picked Buddy up by the throat, by the scruff of the shirt, and had him by the chin, and he just picked him up, and he face planted Buddy right to the hood of the cop. And he only gave up when the other cop pulled the gun on him. That's when he gave up.
And that's the other thing. They need to do something to get these people ready for, like, it's a funny comparison, but being in the military is a lot like being in prison. They need to be prepared to go into the civilian world. If someone that was like a staff NCO, for example, tries to get a job in the civilian world and talks to his employees like he would talk to his soldiers, he's not going to last at that job very long.
No, for sure. No, they definitely need to have a cool down period. I mean, it takes 1.5 years to train them. Want them down for 1.5 years. Give them office duty or some shit like that. Get them out of the field. Get them back to the fucking real world type thing. Well, what they do is the real world. What we do is what they created for us. So I mean, bring them back to our reality. I see him one night, man, lay out 8 bouncers in one club. They were bringing bouncers in from other clubs, man. He was just dropping them as they were walking up to him. This guy's tough, right? I mean, it's unbelievable. Like, it's insanely how tough he really is.
Well, the amount of training that soldiers go through nowadays, I hadn't even been in special forces or nothing. There's not even trained cops, trained whatever. They're gonna know more than, because they even teach you martial arts now in the military. So, I mean, they literally make you a killing machine.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, you got to be combat. You got to be able to do hand-to-hand combat, because you run out of bullets or whatever, you get to the fucking confrontation with, one of those other types. I mean, you want the upper hand. I mean, if not, you're gonna die, right?
Yep. And that's why we trained constantly, and that was because, like, regular cops, all they have to do is take out civilians. We have to take out trained military members.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, the MPs really got a shitty. I never looked at it that way, but maybe that's why those guys are so fucking uptight and serious. Their fucking jobs are really serious.
We've had to take down Force Recon guys. And I mean, that's the equivalent to Navy SEAL in the Marine Corps. They go through almost identical training even, so.
Gross. Yeah, I feel bad for Craig, man. I mean, he's a good soul. He means well. It's just, you know, people just don't get when they're aggravating them and, you know, fucking poking the bear. They just don't realize what they're getting themselves into. And whenever I'm around, I'm like, dude, no, don't trust me, because we're all gonna die here. Even though I'm related to him, I'm still gonna.
In sniper training, those guys are, they don't get the recognition they deserve. Like, they're not, like, when you think of special forces, rarely are the snipers mentioned. But they're up there with, like, Navy SEALs and shit.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, yeah, the training they go through is hardcore. I think part of their training they have to like set and basically they have to hunker down and not be seen for something like, I want to say it's 3 days.
I was just gonna say I can see that kind of training for them. Yeah, stay hidden for 3 days.
Yeah, and then I think at one point you have to make it back to the base, and they send out like all their, you know, the place is covered with people basically. And you have to make it back to the base without being seen.
Wicked.
And there's a lot more to it than that, but I mean, yeah, it's definitely up there as far as difficulty in the training.
Yeah, he used to send me videos. Like, he used to show me videos of what they used to do their training. They used to go out into like remote wilderness. And they used to break them up in teams, and you had to go hunt each other down. Like capture the flag type thing.
Yeah.
That was pretty fucking wild. You'd be getting hit by fucking rubber bullets and shit.
This was an eye-opener when I was in combat training. I was wanting to actually go over into infantry. And the person that was training me, and I'm not even joking, man, he literally broke down crying, telling me to not do it, that I would hate life, and he telling me how this night he goes home and contemplates suicide. And I'm like, holy shit. And I stayed my happy ass right where I was.
That's gross, man. I wouldn't want that. Like I said, the missus wasn't really struck with the uncle of joining the forces or serving his country, and I think, well, you know what? If he can get his his airline pilot license and all that through them, he got all the opportunity to do it. But I said, it's not like he'll be an infantry guy either, right? You know, he'll be the guy flying these guys in type.
Air Force is a lot, not as hard on your body. They do a lot of their like physical training on stationary bikes. Like, I wish, because the Air Force was the first people that contacted me to go in. And I've always been one of these people, if I'm going to do something, I want to be in the best. And Marines had the reputation of being the best. I so wish I would have went into the Air Force instead.
I've heard that they got a pretty suave at their fucking at their facilities.
Oh yeah, they do.
Well, his last picture you see is like the Navy eating, like it shows the guys eating just regular like jail food, and then he shows the infantry they're eating like the jail food, and it shows like the Air Force pilot he's sitting down with a steak.
Yep. and as far as like a pilot, man, yeah, he gets out with a pilot license, and he'll be set. They make bank.
Yeah, I was hoping he was gonna fly like the C-130s and that type stuff, right? But he's showing heavy interest in fighter jets now. So, but that's cool. I mean, I'd be cool with that. That's a pretty respectful job. I mean, it's only 2 or 3 years that they serve as a fighter jet pilot anyway. They don't. The Canadian forces, they don't keep their Air Force pilots for very long. Man. I don't know what the deal is with that. It's like 3 or 4 years or something, and they move them on to like other things.
That's probably to do if like you actually see combat, and let's say you form a case of PTSD, and you're up flying, and you have an episode. Well, not only do they lose a pilot, but they also lose a very expensive plane.
Yeah,
I don't know, just taking a guess at it.
Yeah, I guess it was like Top Gun there when Cougar lost his edge during being in the movie.
Yeah.
I'll be cool with that. I mean, you know, if he, you know, that'd be pretty cool. Like I told him, let's fucking fly all over the world, get paid to do it. Probably have a tank in the fucking belly one night, and, you know, load a cargo of people or food supplies for a country that's just been through a natural disaster. So, man, I think it'd be a great job.
If it works like U.S., if he was to get a degree prior to going in the military, he'd go in as an officer as well, and they make really good money. And you're the one calling all the shots.
Yeah, that's what I told him. He's a real fucking sharp kid in school, man. He gets like fucking his average is like 94, right? So, like I told him, I said, keep that up, man. I said, you fucking get into the military or get into the Air Force with them kind of grades. Oh. He's only got 3 more years. Sorry, he got 5 more years to go. So I was like, so keep that up, man, for 5 years. Get into the Air Force. I said, you'll be laughing, right? Take whatever they throw at you, take advantage of it. Don't sit nothing out, man. Just fucking whatever opportunity they throw at you, take it.
Oh, for sure.
Because that's the fellow that's gonna go places too, right?
Shit. That went bad.
That's what I told him. I said, show them you're dedicated, you're committed. And I said, they'll you know, I mean, you know, and like you say, get your degree and all that stuff. Sure, he could go back as a flight instructor, you know. You might be like, when we were watching Top Gun today, we were talking
Did that cover a little fast there?
Right? Taking all these students up in the fighter jets and chasing them down for fun, you know what I mean? Like that.
Oh yeah, for sure.
That's like, you ever watch that show? It's called, what was it called? It's based out of Coal Lake, Alberta, which is one of our biggest Air Force bases. What the fuck is that show called? It was on Discovery Channel. I don't know if they ever showed it in the U.S. Fuck. Jeez, I gotta look that up now. But anyway, there was a young missus in it. She wasn't the greatest Air Force pilot. She was good, but she was the lowest rank in this training, this Top Gun school that she was going to. She had the worst grades, she was having the worst results, and she was really, really struggling with the plane, right?
Uh-huh.
And they used to fly down, they used to make them fly to Los Angeles just to land in the busiest, like one of the busiest airports. At the busiest time, they used to make them go in and do all the communication with the air traffic controller landing at a civilian airport. They used to go to Los Angeles for that, right? And then flying back to Coal Lake. But Riel, her name was, and know how she got through that?
How's that?
She was doing a training mission with her instructor, and they stumbled upon a U.S. not a U.S. spy plane, a Russian spy plane. Whatever that number, this Russian spy plane, that intelligence plane, They intercepted that under flight, and she ordered that plane to leave the airspace, or that she was going to shoot it down. And she had no missiles on. But like she said, they don't know that, right?
Yeah.
So she ordered them to turn the plane and leave Canadian airspace, or she was going to shoot them down. And the plane diverted and left the country. She got put through the course because of that.
Ah.
Yeah, apparently she won big medals and trophies over that because she apparently saved Canada from doom, right? You know, like that was a big deal for her.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah, like she's picking up the guy behind her, the instructor's like, we're picking up something on the radar. She said, I see that. He said, well, let's go in for a closer look. And when they were going by, there was this fucking Russian reconnaissance plane. She turned around, fucking chased after her, told him to get the fuck out.
Seems like Russia does that shit a lot.
Oh man, they always got fucking subs and shit over here. They're always driving them out of here. Them and the Germans, they're always fucking Coast Guards, always telling them to leave.
I don't understand what they're doing. I mean, it's not like Canada or the U.S. for that matter is, you know, trying to attack Russia or some shit.
Just being a pest, right? Causing panic, that's all. We had a battleship come into St. John's one time, and she was doing tours. Like, it was just here for, like, I guess she was sailing across the world. She came into St. John's just for, you know, because that's what the Canadian military ships does. They go to most of the ports that they can before they venture off. Just
that was too sharp there.
Warships and stuff like that. Now, our warships are not like U.S. warships, by no means. So anyway, we had this stealth fighter, this stealth fucking battleship. She was real goofy looking, but all flat paint. Really hard to pick her up on radar, apparently. And she was in the harbor, and we had another battleship and a patrol ship in the harbor all at one time. And they intercepted, I guess the AWACS must have been flying above, and they detected that there was a sub in the water. They didn't know if it was Russian or German or whoever it was, or US, but no, I guess they made calls and realized it wasn't US. So they sent these warships out of the Narrows to intercept this sub and fucking made them leave. And the cruiser, the battleship, sorry, no, it was a cruiser actually. The cruiser left and followed that sub right till he left Canadian waters. They actually had to cancel their tour and everything because they had to go escort this sub back out of the Canadian waters. And they were on high alert too, apparently. Like, they had their charges, their depth charges, everything ready for them, right?
I'm always hearing U.S. and Canada and many other countries for that matter finding ships and planes and everything from Russia. Always Russia.
Yeah, for sure.
Not really sure what they're hoping to gain from sending recon planes over it. I mean, I don't know. I'm sure they have a reason for it, but I have no idea what it would be.
Yeah. I think that show was called Flight Deck.
Never heard of it, but really the only TV I watch is Netflix and Hulu. I don't really bother to get actual TV.
Yeah, but showed her on TV. She approached the plane and realized it was a Russian plane. Well, the instructor identified it as a Russian reconnaissance plane, and they turned around and ordered it to leave the country. And the Russian plane diverted its course and fucked off out as quick as they could. You know, you're up fucking flying at high altitude, think you're just doing some reconnaissance, and all of a sudden the fighter jet pulls up inside you. It's like, hey, how's it going? Oh shit. But when she found that plane, I think they dispatched two F-18s out of Cold Lake to go help her, right? These guys were loaded up with the good stuff, right? But I think immediately they dispatched two aircraft right away, right?
Yeah.
I think at the end of the episode showed her coming in with the two F-18s coming in behind. But she was a terrible pilot, man. She was struggling so bad. I felt bad for her because it was all televised.
Yeah, they started letting females into even special forces now. I don't really agree with that, but you know, the whole women can do everything men can thing they have going. I don't know. Maybe it's just the whole time I was in, I literally found one female that could keep up with men. One. The rest of them were honestly just a drain on the unit because they weren't able to keep up with us physically.
Copy that. I find no listing for that show though. Just wondering if that's show or not. And when I laugh because when all the pilots show up to the school, the training, you know, these were brand new pilots, is what it was, because they were being trained, they're being tested to see if they were able to join the Air Force on the fighter jet side. That's right too, because they never even had monikers at this point. And at the end of the series, the show, they end up getting all their monikers, and you know, Buddy thought that they got to pick their monikers, or you know, and the leaders were like, no, we pick your monikers. and stupid stuff that they did throughout their flight schools. That was the names they pegged them with, right? Like if one guy was always forgetting these flaps, they called them flaps type thing. If one guy liked eating hot dogs, they called them hot dog, or you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's one of those embarrassing type names type thing. Ah, that's what it's called, Jetstream. There you go.
It's called Jetstream.
Yeah.
I'll have to see if it might be on Netflix or Hulu. Sounds pretty good, actually.
Yeah, they get all the captains there. They get all their monikers put up on the show here. They had Floater. That Riel girl, she got guns. Yannick was Blow. Tristan was Teabag. And Tim, they called him Nailin. And Dave was called the Tickler. And Seamus was Carney. And at the end of the show, they show us the reason why they give them their names. Right?
Yeah, some of those nicknames make you ask questions.
Yeah. I think Blow was because he was blowing chunks the first couple times he flew the plane. Keep getting sick. That's an old show. I didn't realize that show was that old. 2008.
I'm all over the place here. There. Have you ever seen Full Metal Jacket?
Yeah, I believe it. They just had an older movie, right?
Yeah, it's kind of older. As that one dude, I can't remember his name. He's always playing like military members. I forgot his name, but anyway, I always tell people to watch that if they're interested in joining the Marine Corps, because that's literally the most realistic like version of boot camp that you'll find. Like, it's spot on. The shit that like the Discovery Channel shows and shit. Nope, that's not even close to the way boot camp is.
Wicked.
Like on the Discovery Channel, your drill instructors are all nice and they don't ever cuss or nothing at you. Yeah. My drill instructor busted someone's head open with a shower bag. They're not nice. Same drill instructor, we were standing at the foot of our beds, about to go to bed, and this dude did something, I can't remember what now, and he just gets a running start and nails this guy right in the nuts.
Ugh.
I mean, shit like that. I mean, I'm not like, well, one shit is just fucking straight up illegal. Like, you can't do that shit, technically. But that particular drill instructor, he's the one that did it all. Like, he's the one that did everything that was questionable. And he was a very, very short Mexican, and I kind of got the vibe that he kind of had the short person syndrome, that thinks he has something to prove to everyone.
Yeah, you have to watch the show, I guess. Actually, all the episodes are on YouTube.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Alright, I'll check it out.
Just watching one there now. U.S. Defense Center, where the F-22 picked up a Russian Tu-95 Bear bomber heading for Alaska during the war game. Saturday.
Well, we're up to about 12,000 miles here, guys. This load will put us close to 14 to 15,000 miles for the day.
It was a Russian war game, massive war game, biggest one in world history. And the F-22 American planes went in and intercepted one. I got a buddy lives in Alaska. He's trying to move out of it now. Heading somewhere south.
Alaska seems like it would be like kind of, you know, like a really pretty scenery and all that, but it gets really old if you had to live there.
Yeah, no, he told me it's to the point now where there's nothing there. Like he said, you know, like unless you're an oil expert or anything like that, he said there's nothing there. Like he works fucking security guard at fucking Walmart. You know what I mean?
I gotcha.
I didn't realize, but he says their guards are armed in Alaska.
At Walmart? Wow.
Yeah, I don't know. They must have a lot of trouble with natives or what?
I can't even think of a Walmart I've ever seen that actually had a security guard. I mean, I know they have those loss prevention agents that act like they're shoppers. Gotta catch thieves.
Well, that's what he does.
Oh, okay,
He's
that's what.
armed.
Okay, I got you.
But he's armed, right? Bit of a fucking loose cannon. I don't think I trust him with a gun. But anyway.
Yeah, we have a few of those ourselves. But luckily, most of the ones that I wouldn't want to get armed aren't armed. I'm just praying to God that they never arm them. And luckily, most of the ones that we have armed are actually former police officers. I'm a little more confident in their abilities under pressure.
Holy shit, I went and did the RCMP gun range one time when I was doing my little course there with him. So anyway, the officer I was hanging out with, he was going to do his training. I said, oh, sweet. I said, I'll tag along if you don't mind. Oh, yeah, he said, no problem, come on in. So anyways, they were showing me the gun range, right? And I said, gee, this is a pretty cool outfit. So the guy said, we're not supposed to, but if you want to shoot the gun, we'll let you shoot off a mag, right? I said, yeah, all right, cool. So I got to shoot the mag off, the cop laughed. He said, now your fingerprints are on my gun. I was like, oh, shit. But anyway, it was all cool. He wiped it all down. But he said, how do you find that? And they did the whole rigmarole where the targets come up and all that stuff. I said, man, that's crazy, right? And he said, yeah. He said, that's nothing. He said, you should see how we had to qualify. And then he turned on, like, he got Buddy to turn on the lights and the sirens and the flashing strobes and all that. It made the room go dark. Buddy, I'm going to tell you, with those police lights flashing and the sirens, the dogs barking, the kids screaming, and people yelling, it was fucking tough.
Oh yeah, those flashing lights really fuck your eyes up. It's hard to focus. And when you factor in all the other shit, well...
Yeah, for sure. It's crazy.
I used to work in a nightclub, and I don't know, strobe lights just really fucked my vision up. I have a hard time seeing. Same thing with, even flashing lights from a police car.
Oh, did you ever pick up flashing lights after?
I haven't yet, but I'm going to. I'm going to get it, and I'm going to get police patrol, I think it's called.
Nice.
Police simulator.
Oh, go ahead.
Oh, I'm trying to think of that. I think it's police simulator patrol or something. That newer one.
Yeah, I think you're right. Yeah. Police patrol duty or something, or
Yeah, something like that. I'm gonna get those two.
yeah, they changed the name when it came out for some reason.
Well, because it was Police Simulator 18 and it's now 19. It might have even been 17. Like, it's been in the works for a long time.
Yeah, for sure. Same game we're talking about. I haven't bought that one yet.
I'm still debating if I'm going to. Like, they've already went out and said that they're never going to have any, like, DLCs for it. They're never going to add any more content to it. Basically, what you got is what you get. And there's a lot of bugs in it, according to the reviews. And not small bugs. Like, some of them are kind of almost, not quite game-breaking, but flirting with that line.
Flashlights, man. I'm surprised at how many updates they're doing on that game. It's coming around fucking good now. Yeah, let me know whenever you get flashing lights. Jump on multiplayer.
Alright.
Yeah, apparently they got the database and the computers in the car working now, where you can actually research people's names and stuff.
Oh, that sounds really
radar
cool.
guns. Yeah, man, they're coming a long way.
Might try to pick that up. How much does that normally go for? Isn't it like 20?
Yeah, that was cheap. Yeah.
Okay.
I remember when I bought Emerge MYC, it was like $12.
Is that one any good, or?
Yeah, that's coming around too, man. He's doing lots of work. Big update coming this week, this month as well, I think.
I might just grab those two then. I mean, that police simulator I was looking forward to for a long time, but now that I'm kind of getting to see the finished product, it's really not that impressive.
Yeah, like I say, flashlights are still working on it. It's like fucking every week there's an update. So obviously it's a game that they're happy with, and they're going to continue on updating it. Just what really drove me about it is I always hated GTA San Andreas. I thought that was the cheesiest fucking game ever made. Like when it came to driving and the realism of the person running, like they ran so fake, the fucking driving was terrible. And it's like that type of gameplay. But it seems like every update, it seems like it gets better, better, and better.
What's that other one called? Emerge what?
NYC, that one should be about $30.
And is that one just like, can you be all of like police, fire, medical, or?
Yes, now the police and medical are new, so he is still working on the bugs and stuff. But the FD is, he got the FD pretty solid.
That's the part that I like about those two, because with police simulator, you just stop being a cop.
Yeah, I always do EMT or FD on the police. The fuck's it called? Flashing lights. Flashing lights. I always do emergency, fire, or I do the EMT. Most of the EMT. Emerge same way. I like Emerge, but you know the sell point for Emerge is the FD, right? And that's what I like to play when I'm on Emerge. I don't like the cop cars yet. I don't like the EMTs yet. I tried the EMT. If I sit down and figured it out, it'd probably be a much better. But it's really fucking weird. Maybe it's just buggy right now. I don't know.
They're supposed to be coming out with a fire department or something like that simulator as well. Not sure. I mean, it looks good, but you know how that works.
Well, with Emerge NYC right now, you're going to be getting really 2 games because they've just released another map. I think it's called Upstate New York, where you get to deal with forest fires and you got to call in the water bombers and all that shit, right?
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, I think that's going to do better than New York City, actually. He's got the brush trucks and all that stuff. And, he's got a good thing going there. He's definitely on the right path forward, anyway. Holy fuck! This is the first time in fucking Whitehorse since fucking June. Holy shit! What a screwing around to get in here. I didn't realize there was so many fucking side highways. Yeah, I'm not sure. I think Merge is $36, so it's probably 30 American. And Flashlights is like 24, so that'd be right to be like 20.
I don't mind paying that since they're updating them.
Oh man, Emerge! I bought that game first. It was like $12 or $17. I bought it in 2016. Gave up on it. Like the guy had fire trucks put in. The map was all white. All you could see was roads and white buildings. And I thought everything was. Fucking. And they just didn't do nothing with it forever. And I was like, holy fuck! I wasted $17. But now the game is like, holy fuck! I paid $17, and now everybody that bought it now is got to pay 36 because the game is so far ahead now, right?
Yeah.
Or do you want me to call you a Jagger?
Oh, I don't care what you call me.
What's up, man?
This is Jason always says, Jagger. It's
Yeah,
Jagger.
a lot of people do. No, Paul. I mean, you can call me Paul. I don't care. It's fun. What do you got? What you guys doing?
Trucking.
Yeah.
Man, I'm waiting. So, Manny, you know the feather lights that NASCAR, like most racing trailers.
Yep.
I'm waiting on a guy to get back to me. But he's he's updating one for 1.35, the actual trailer. So that'll be fun. That ownable. That'll be cool.
Yeah, sure.
But anyways, I just
Kyle Busch fucking wrapped in.
Kyle Busch. Not as. What's Kyle's paint scheme?
He runs different stuff pretty much every week.
So not the Monster Energy.
No, he's M&M's mostly.
That's Kurt then.
Oh, it's
Kurt.
the M&M car, so it's always either blue, yellow, green, or fucking white, or Skittles car, or the interstate batteries. He's got so many sponsors fucking backing him. It's not funny. Here's some guy's got a job to hang on to one sponsor call. Got like fucking 8. The winner, right? So I mean, that's why the people sponsor him. He knows how to get it done.
So, is Joe Ramirez? Did he come over with you guys, or did? Well, I guess Worggy didn't come over, but he's just the company attorney?
Yeah, just comes and hangs out. He's our attorney in case any of our drivers get banned.
So I don't mind talking about this in here with you guys, but
I'm streaming right now.
all right.
Here. Here, I'll bounce down to the channel. Right now, guys, we got about 2,000 miles to go. And I think we're heading up to, I don't remember where we're heading. Key West. Not sure how much further we got. We're on the 10 now. Alright. We don't have too awful much further. This load started out at about 4,000 miles, and we have lost our radio. Second. Uncopyrighted shit anyway, but at least it's something. And the trailer we're using right now is one from Bart Mods. This is the step deck. Super slick truck. Has all kinds of cargo types. You can get the one that we have right now. Oh, I got this a little high. There we go. A little better. But you can get this haul-in truck. You can get hay. I'm trying to think all the different cargo types. They had Humvees that you could haul, and lumber, just tons and tons of cargo types. And then I got another one that's called the Tank Master, and we're gonna do one of those loads probably. Actually, I'll say maybe. Maybe after this load. It depends on how tired I am when I get there. Oh, SW, sorry man, I didn't even see you talk. Is that a Mac Anthem? Please. Please. This is W900 right here. This is a man's truck. Oh, thanks for following, man. Oh, I'm running off the road. But this load's gonna put us close to 15,000 miles for the day. And we might do one more, and that'll probably put us close to like maybe like 19, something around there. Oh, I'm getting old. And this month we're kind of playing catch up. Kind of got a late start. Wasn't able to get my loads in that I normally do in the beginning of the month. And so I ended up working like 16 hours yesterday. And so I've been playing catch up ever since. I think we're in like the top 20 or so. I'm hoping to maybe get us in like. Alright. Hoping to get us in like maybe the top 10 by tomorrow. Maybe top 5. Depending on how the day goes.
What's up? What are you doing? What are you into?
I'm just driving.
I just finished my trip. Looked like it was a good trip too. Thank God.
I still got this went under 1900.
Nice. So I guess you know what he asked, huh?
What's up?
He wanted to join my company.
Ah, gotcha.
But he said he couldn't, commit to serious time because he loves iRacing so much. I said, dude, totally cool.
Yeah.
We're not about miles, man. We're just about habits. Whoop whoop. 7,000 miles. Oh yeah. Yeah, so my son created the BTC on Facebook, and the owner of DCH seen it, and he called me up and said, "Hey, what the fuck's this DCH BTC all about?" I was like, "Oh, by the way, I said, you got a virtual trucking company, right?" He's like, "What? What are you talking about?" So I told him about it. He said, "That's pretty fucking neat, actually." And so I asked him, I sent him a picture of the truck I was driving. He said, "That's fucking cool." He said, "Did you do that?" I said, "Yeah, I did that." He said, "That's fucking neat." So he was all gung-ho for it then. He said, "You do know that's not our new logo, right?" And I was, "What do you mean?" He said, "We just changed that, right?" So he showed me the new logo. He didn't have a copy of it to give to me, so I had to recreate it. But yeah, I said, "Fuck, that's cool."
That's kind of cool, actually.
Yeah, it's my cousin that owns it, right? So.
Oh, I got you.
Yeah, but he was like, "Oh, that's pretty cool." I showed him the actual custom truck I had on my single player, where it's all stickered up like his real truck, or his real trucks, I should say. And he was like, "Oh, that's fucking neat." He said, "But we don't run W900s." I said, "Yeah, but the game doesn't really have T800s in it, right?" So there's a couple of downloadable ones I can get, but I have trouble texturing them. I said, "I do have one that looks identical like your truck with the pusher axle and all that, but I said I just can't get it to retexture." Yeah, he was cool, but he was just like messaging me. What the fuck's this? What the fuck's a BTC? Like, I said, a bunch of fucking
What happened to it? I don't. Oh wait. I know.
Be right back. Just gotta grab a drink.
Jeez, I can't find it.
When are you gonna accept my friend request?
What friend request? Where?
On iRacing.
I did.
Oh. Well, isn't this awkward?
I saw it today. Yeah, no, I saw it today. I went in. Rob wasn't. I went into. Manning's my bud, so I basically told Manning. I told him if he ever did his own BTC that I would probably follow him because he's like he's my bud. But Rob wasn't on, but I did tell everybody in there like I'm trying to leave on good terms. Just like I'm going with my friend. So hopefully no bad blood there. I don't think there will be. It's not like I'm putting up miles anyway, so it's really not going to hurt him. You don't have to comment. I was just talking.
Oh, I hear you, man.
I cannot find. Did he change the logo or something?
Logo on what?
I can't find him on. Unless they put up like crazy miles like in the last couple hours. Oh, there it is. Yeah, they did. There it is. DCH. Keep calling it DH.
Well, we still got about 1,700 miles, guys. We're heading down to Key West. I think that's where we're going. Yep, Key West. Keep forgetting.
Oh, now, Whitehorse, that lines me up for a nice load to Key West.
Yeah, that's where I'm heading to right now.
stock load there first.
All right, I just requested to join DCH.
Oh, let's check it out. Jaeger shot denied.
Yeah. You know, I actually read through the company rules just to make sure you didn't put some BS in there, like when you just went away about like no Mac trucks allowed or something stupid like that.
Oh no.
I figured you'd mess with me.
Do whatever you want. Do drive a single player if you want. It don't matter.
Jaeger, I have a question.
Don't you? Are you? Every time you want to ask me something, it's always like got something behind it. But go ahead, Worggy. I'll walk right into it.
This one's honestly not a loaded anyway. Do you and SW have an actual Discord to talk about Mac Anthem? Or is that him feeding me a line of shit?
Wait, do they have a Mac Anthem?
No, SW said you and him had a Discord dedicated to Mac Anthem fans. So he's feeding me a line of shit. Okay.
But I will gladly join one with them.
I hope he's still on my Twitch. Honestly, thought that was a Lang. Of course, the question I had asked him, I'm like, okay, if you guys are fans of Mac Anthems, and you have to drive that in single player, how are you gonna recruit people?
You know, it's funny, but a lot of people do that. So Manny, the logo that's on the BTC on site on Trucks Book, is that actually the current logo, or is there a new one for your DCA?
I'm sporting the new one. It's the actual new one now, but the old one is there too. Whatever one you like best. Send the pictures home yet.
Okay, so is the new one the new one, does it have crane to the right, or is the crane behind the D8?
No, it's to the right.
Okay, that's the one you got on site. I was just curious.
I got another guy who wants to join. Another good guy.
Oh, you hired me. Did I spell buy right? Yes.
I'd be stumped every which way, man. No, the funny thing is, because nobody in Newfoundland knows how to actually spell it. Everyone you talk to spells it different.
Holy crap, man! You're the reason all the miles went up. I couldn't find you because the miles went up so far. You're the one that.
Yeah, like I say, man, I got a couple of guys here that can only play a couple of nights a week, and they only play for an hour or two, and it's all about having fun here, you know. Like I'm not.
Yep. I put my little boy in my lap almost every night. Now I don't always start up Trucks Books. That's the thing. I went and changed because my Trucks Book was kind of funky, so I went and changed Trucks Books. So I could actually start logging I did some rearranging on my different drives to save some space on my main drive, like on my oh my god, I can't think right now. SSD, and it broke the link. But tonight we put just a few miles on. He had to go to bed.
Copy that. I don't know why. I just had to check out my friend here. He was asking me about it. For some reason, now I can't respond back to him. Saying the chat's already open, but it's not open.
Trucks Book cited. exactly all that. Fancy or great, but it does the job.
The only reason why I call miles is just, even the company want to do friendly competitions, and they got a way to track it. Right?
Well, I mean, and you can kind of just have some type of public facing. I am an oval right now, meaning I'm a 3.88 in C class and a 1295. It took me a long time to figure it out. I've only been a month and a week. That's how long I've been driving, but
Jeez,
I tell you,
what are you doing, man? Worggy's already an A-class driver. He only started last week.
yeah, sure, sure,
Took me longer than I wanted it to, but I got there.
yeah. Good luck with that. I finally found my groove. I finally, if I'm a 3.25, I race. If I go below a 3, I don't qualify, and I practice more caution. But learning to read other drivers where they make mistakes and where you can expect them to wreck or lose it, or if you see them pinching other people, that is where my turning point was. I learned how to read other people, not just worry about what I was doing. I went from an 800 I rating, I just shot up like in 3 days, back up to like 1100. When did you pick up I race, Worggy?
Like a week or two. Yeah.
What you running right now?
Honestly, I don't have very many tracks or cars, so I'm just racing what I can. I don't have the tracks in order to advance. All my licenses are just D's, but I've done it in all of them.
Gotcha. That's awesome, dude. That's a lot. It's a lot of racing. I wouldn't have been able to afford all the tracks, even to run my league, because of like baby stuff and.
I'm just gonna do like NASCAR, like oval type shit.
Yep, that's all I pretty much do. But I started road because I love formula. I absolutely love it. I always have. But by working on the site, the owner of the league, we've become pretty good friends. But he's a cool dude. He surprised me one night, put this stupid amount of iRacing credit on my account as a gift. So I was able to buy all the cars, all the tracks for like our league stuff. So I was really, really appreciative for that, because I wasn't doing it, to make money or to get out of it. I was just I liked the league and I wanted to help them with the site. So I got very lucky.
Yeah, to get all that shit, man, it's like fucking $3,000 or more.
Yeah, but you
up there.
Did you really race everything?
Yeah, I have a D license and it all. I don't plan on buying all that shit. I just did it because I didn't have nothing else to do.
I'm gonna do oval, and I'm gonna do a little road, but specifically the IndyCar track. I'm not going through a lot of other crap.
Like dirt's okay, but it's not really my cup of tea.
What is
dirt? Dirt's okay. If all of a sudden I just had extra money, I had everything else, I might bother with those kind of tracks, but probably not.
Well, I did not come in here with the intention of like going iRacing trades or something.
That's the nice thing here, man. Some nights we run trucks, and other nights we run Mud Runner or Flashlights or Merge NYC or whatever.
Really?
We play whatever we want to play.
That's fun. I would definitely jump in and buy those games. They're not even that expensive.
No, we do all kinds. Like I say, we're not hung up on miles. It's not a thing that we're concerned about. We just want to hang out and have fun. I'm just glad we don't have people like Worggy here, because You know, I mean, if he's putting down 400,000 miles a fucking month, then obviously it obligates me to try to hit that number, right? I'm just fucking glad that
Lima cooked. He killed it this past week.
yeah, but Jesus, Worggy's computer was down for fucking 10 days or more.
Oh, what happened, Worggy?
I don't know, honestly, dude. Like, my truck books just stopped tracking my shit. I ended up reformatting my hard drive. Just went through all the troubleshooting shit. Then after I reformatted it, not only did I have problems with ATS, I had problems with all games. So then I reformatted it a second time, and that corrected it. I'm guessing, like, I had a driver fucked up somewhere, or something happened. I don't know. My performance was just horrible. But now I got my shit straight. I would have hit. I really feel I would have came close to 500K last month. But it's easy to say that now because I didn't do it. But
I'm driving my truck a very interesting way. I'm using my right paddle shifter is my range, and my left paddle shifter is my splitter.
Copy that. Well, if I get Cody to join up tonight, that will be Cody is an NRI racer as well.
it's Cody.
Cody Trudell Cote. His name. He lives in Ontario, but I think he's originally from Quebec somewhere. He's a good guy. A little bit of a French, a little hyper sometimes.
Has he been in another VTC before?
What's that?
Has Cody been in another VTC before?
I don't think he has.
Okay. I know a guy named Cody. Just wondering if it's the same person.
Yeah, Cody's good shit. He's a little hyper sometimes. You just gotta work with him a little bit, calm him back down. Right? He, you know, he's got some stuff going on in his real life too. You just gotta be real supportive to him, right? He's doing fantastic though. He's coming right around, man. I know Cody a long time now, and he's like a brother. I just see him in line. I said, "Geez, I haven't seen you in line forever, man. You still trucking?" "Hell yeah, I'm still trucking." He said, "Do you?" I said, "Yeah, man." He said, "Yeah, we should get together and do some trucking. I got a BTC going now." "Oh man, I want to join." I was like, "All right, join up." I was like, yeah. So I'll get Worggy to tell Rob I'm up to 7 drivers now, so he better be careful. We're on the way. We're on the way.
Pictures of my my Mac Camaro ZL1. I have the
I think I have actually.
man, and I spent hours. There are 170 layers.
Jesus.
And I did my cup too. I did my gander cup.
Oh
truck
shit!
The same way.
Just about nailed
I had
that.
a lot of compliments on it, dude. People have asked me to make them like Freightliner and other ones, like other trucks. So I went ahead and bought my account over at Trading Paints, and when I get time, once I get my office moved, I'm going to start making some schemes for Trading Paints. Hopefully, I think I did a pretty good job on it.
Who would want a Freightliner fucking wrap? Fucking Austin Dillon uses that now.
Oh, does he really? The fuck up. Well, you know what, Austin Dillon screwed up a lot of people's I rating the other week.
Austin Dillon just lost his fucking main sponsor. He's lucky Freightliner picked him.
Who was his main spot? I can't remember.
Now,
How'd he lose his sponsor?
I'll look it up.
because the guy can't fucking drive.
Ah, gotcha. Is Austin Dillon a big racer?
Oh, his grandfather is Richard. Fuck, what's his grandfather?
I thought you were going to say Childress.
It's
Yeah,
fucking
he's-
Hendrix, isn't it?
Yeah.
Ah, okay.
Hendrix is his grandfather. Him and Ty Dillon drive Grandpa's car. I laughed at Chicagoland because he had a young kid from junior high or elementary school come in to ask NASCAR drivers some questions. So just come in, right? There's a video. It's quite comical, and those like shows like Kevin Harvick's there, and Jimmy Johnson's there, Kyle Busch is there, Chase Elliott, Bubba Wallace, Austin Dillon, Joey Logano's there, Denny Hamlin's there.
Denny Hamlin, man, he can do it.
Martin Truex Jr. is there. So anyway, she goes in and she asks, first question she asks him, she's like, hey, if you were sitting at a lunch table in school, who would you invite to your table? The boys are like, oh, just kind of, school questions. So they're like, okay, well, he's like, well, and Chase is like, well, I'd take Brian Blaney and Jimmy Johnson. He said, how many do I need? She said, you can have as many as you want. Chase is like, I'll just stick with those two, right? So all the other drivers are going on with their list of drivers they have. Like guy saying that Dale Jr. would sit with them because Dale could buy lunch. All the money Dale had. But anyway, she said, okay, I got some tougher questions. So anyways, the first one, she went on with this fucking engineering fucking question. It was like totally fucking off the fucking wall. Like, big old engineering words. Like, she just threw her at fucking Austin Dillon, and the guy was fucking stunned. He didn't even know what that said, or she was going on to like airflow, and it was all engineering terms. Like, she was talking like an engineer, and Austin Dillon was like, let's fucking ask him. He don't fucking know.
All right, I don't mean to send you so many pictures. I'm just really proud of my truck and my car, but I made those, and God, painstaking. At least the truck was easier because I already had the templates I could pull from my car. But now that I'm actually probably going to go to Xfinity Series next year. I like those cars. Actually, my favorite K&N. My favorite cars are the K&N to race out of everything.
Yes, because you can fucking smash them all you want. Like, smash the pedal down all you want. It handles the road good. Them cup cars are fucking way too.
No, the K&N, you actually have to pedal and watch your throttle and get to the brake and drive it. The cup car, dude, I just hold the freaking gas to the ground. The cup car, the easiest piece of junk I've ever.
And they're fucking hammered down, man. Shove it down, bolt the fucking pedal to the floor if you want.
Not at Charlotte. But the K&N I like. I think it's a very fun car.
Now we're down to about 1,200 miles here, guys. Oh shit.
Oh, have either of you driven that W990? That's up on like the most downloaded on the in Steam Workshop.
Yeah. Not sure if they updated it, but it was giving trouble there. I just sent you a package. I know obviously you're connected to some of this stuff, so
Thank you.
that's just a copy and paste job. Cody, I got a yeah, Cody's don't know nothing about truck books, so it's going to be a tough process. I almost had Jenna Burry, but she might come yet. She might say that she's gonna come on. She used to do a lot of truck with me and Kathy back in the day.
So what kind of role do you get when you become hired here, when you finally go full?
Hey, that. Oh, I don't know.
Hadn't got that far.
No, I mean, basically the 30-day rule is just for fucking people that we don't know. It's just a stipulation that if you guys come to me before his 30 days is up and says this guy is a fucking moron, get rid of him, then it's in the rules that I can go ahead and get rid of him. You know what I mean?
Well, Worgy's going to say that as soon as I leave.
I was gonna say it with you in here. What are you talking about?
I hire people, but Worgy approves it, right? Worgy's like the fucking double agent. He's over here doing my management. That's not true. Not true. I wouldn't want to give fucking Rob a fucking stroke there. Because he's probably watching your stream. Shit.
If it were only closer to April, it would be real.
You got no worries. They won't notice you got it for at least a month. The only way they know you're gone is when they you actually disconnect from their Discord, so it actually gives them a notification that you've disconnected.
Yeah, I mean, I'm
they
still
go
in
right.
Discord unless they kick me out, which it's up to them. But I don't think I've stepped on any toes or done anything with this.
I got asked to leave. Because clearly I was over recruit. I understand his frustrations, but he went about that all right. He sent me a big nasty message one morning. I read it out to Worgy, and he's like, well, that's not how I meant it. I was like, well, if you didn't mean it, you wouldn't have sent it.
I'm starting to get tired here, guys.
Do you guys have have you modified a shifter or done something yourself or bought the aftermarket Eaton Fuller shift knob with the switches and or the splitter and the range selector on it?
You can make.
I haven't.
You can make your own with a
Cheap one from Amazon, I saw.
You can make one from a flight stick. Just take the shift knob off. It's a little bit of work, a little bit of ingenuity. But I've made my first one, and I just took an Ethernet wire and I used them wires and
What's your
soldered
second
them together.
What's your new one right now?
That's that 18-speed shifter that Buddy sells online. They're
Like $100 or whatever, $120.
Yeah.
I'll probably wait till after I get everything done and then go pick that up because I think that'd be really nice to have. I just don't have I don't have much spare time to make things. I will probably be building. I thought about it. I think I'm just gonna build my cockpit though, because I don't want anything too crazy.
I don't need. They were building the cab.
What's up?
I'll tell you, you're making a Mac cab. Are you still making that?
I've got to decide what I want.
That was a no.
I've only got room for one, and I race a lot more, so obviously I'm going to go with that.
I called it.
Yep.
No, that is-
Manning called it.
That doesn't mean I'm not going to make the dash for it.
No.
I mean, I've always looking for projects to do, but no, I still want the switch panel with all the Mac stuff on it. But I just right now the racing just kind of took priority, and it's on my list. I've got all the parts. I've ordered like $250 worth of parts to put this thing together. I'm going to do it. It's not as important as it was back when I was doing nothing but trucking. Makes sense.
I am.
But the
Go
fact
ahead.
that my little boy likes to ride with me like sit in my lap and drive the truck and shift the gears and stuff, that makes me want to still do it. You know, like I need to get farm sim and.
What happens when you get into flight simming or something, and then you end up with all like $1,500 worth of parts, and you don't have nothing?
Already did that with $600 worth of parts, sitting in boxes for my flight sim. But that's because I was halfway through buying stuff, and my wife told me we have a little girl. So what I'm going to do is just make boxes that are modular to go into my cockpit that I can just kind of attach or snap or whatever the hell I want to do, and just at least have buttons and switches labeled with lights behind them.
Yeah.
I'm a sim guy. Like that's my thing.
I'm the same way, man. I didn't honestly think I'd like iRacing, but I really do enjoy it, but it is expensive. I'm gonna have to save up for all these tracks.
Yeah, there'll be times you don't like it, I promise.
I mean, I don't really get worked up. Like, I don't care. Like, I like it. I know what you're like people wrecking you and shit. Like, I've already ran through that. It don't bother me. I'm not really all that competitive anymore.
I ran 100 laps in I think it's the Monte Carlo, the late model, if I'm not mistaken. 100 laps at South Boston. And on the 100th lap, I have no X's. I'm in 3rd place. And the jackass was mad that he couldn't pass me. So he hooked me, coming out of turn 4, about to cross the finish line. And I lost my shit. I mean, I went off. I'm kind of surprised I wasn't contested, but maybe he knew he was being a dick and he deserved it.
Like,
I went off.
You went off on him through voice chat?
Like you wouldn't believe. I told him I hope he got ass cancer and died in a car fire and all kinds.
Oh, that really doesn't sound like you.
Ah, man, I absolutely lost.
That's why I don't even have voice chat enabled, because I am like that. Like, if people say the wrong thing to me, I'll just go off the fucking deep end. And normally, in fact, ATS and ETS are the only games that I actually have voice chat enabled normally.
I think the funniest thing I've done, like it's a funny thing about now, but I was doing this carburetor cup, so it doesn't count against your I rating or nothing. It's just for fun. So a lot of times I'll run safe in races and be very, very aware of X's, you know, like getting incident points. But I'll go to pickup cup and carburetor cup, just kind of blow off steam, or Formula F3 formula for fun, just to have a little fun and just blow off steam. But anyways, this guy spun me out like, I don't know, 5 laps to go in the carburetor cup. So I had to go into the pit, get towed, and I came back out for the last 2 laps. And I had fresh tires and everything in a fixed truck, so it was no carburetor cup, it was cup car. So we were riding around, people were all right. I saw that guy, and he was going slow as hell because his tires were so worn down. And his name was like Dean or something. And I just keyed up on game chat, and I was like, "Hey, Dean, remember me, motherfucker?" I railed his ass, going like 40 miles an hour faster than he was going, coming in like the last turn or turn 3. And just completely destroyed. We both went flying through the air, but that shit was funny.
Can't you get banned for that?
Yes, you can. You can.
Okay.
You can get a chat ban for voice for that, but you can get contested for like hitting people. And I think you get banned that way too if you're targeting people and doing that shit on purpose.
That was one of the reasons why I didn't ever get on our racing for the longest time. Was I always kept hearing about how easy it was to get banned, but it really doesn't sound like it's that easy. You just
No,
Not no
I
more.
haven't been banned.
Not no more. I don't. I think they're too much into the money now. They're like Rob. All about the miles, right? They're all about the money.
I talked to Ray Alfalfa, by the way, Manny.
Yeah, he's a good guy.
Didn't pay for it either.
How'd you talk to him?
Actually, a guy that works for DCH, Scott Leitner, is Ray Alfalfa's good friend.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I joined VRS just a $10 a month to get the setups, but then I found out about Tanner McCullough. He's got real good setups for free. But anyways, I like to be able to use the telemetry to kind of see what I'm doing, see where I can pick up a little bit of time. You know, if I'm letting out the gas too soon and going into a turn or hitting the brake too soon, and plus you get their laps. Now you can on VRS, you go and get one of their data packs. You can download the best lap or optimal lap from those some of those peak guys that work with VRS. Put it in your game in your practice session and learn the line by following it. Like it's a ghost car, you know, a reference car they call it. So it's worth the $10 a month, especially since I'm so new. But he was in the VRS Discord and I asked a question and he answered it. And I PM'd him, and we talked back and forth a little bit, but a very, very down to earth guy. I know he's busy, but he seems pretty nice.
Oh, super good guy. I was showing put up a race the other day, showed the link there to Worggy. The boys with the Peak Antifreeze series for running there.
They run on Tuesdays. Well, they did. I think the season's over now.
What is VRS?
Virtual Racing School. But I would say go to Tanner McCullough first. I can send you his Twitch link, and the Discord is in his description in Twitch, but he gives you open setups for like everything. Things that VRS doesn't even do. As a matter of fact, our open Xfinity race we raced tonight at Kansas, we used his setup for it, and it worked great.
And how does that tell you when you, like, if you're letting off the brake too soon or braking too early? You're saying something about that?
Go watch the YouTube video.
Okay, I got you.
It's too much to explain. If you go to virtual races, they will explain it. Like, I'm sorry, if you go to virtualraceschool.com, there's a video explaining how all that works.
Alright.
But basically, it logs, it records your races. It just like, I mean, it's telemetry. It shows how much you're turning your steering wheel on a graph. It shows how much you're giving the gas. What you can do is compare your lap on the bottom to the compared lap with one of the experts on the top. Like one of the driving instructors or one of the peak guys, one of the best in the world, basically, at ovals or whatever you decide. They have everything, not just ovals, but that's what I focus on.
Yeah.
But anyways, you can look at the video of how you're turning and what you're doing of you, and it'll show their telemetry, their brake gas and all that stuff, and yours, and you can find out where you're missing a shift or you're getting to the brake way sooner than you need to, or you're giving it too much brake, you need to give it less, it's slowing you down. That kind of stuff.
Okay.
It's helpful. I've gone from running in the back, not qualifying. I mean, I did this in like 3 weeks. In 3 weeks' time, I went from running in the back, not qualifying, to, you know, just trying to be safe, to like qualifying in the top 10 or top 5. A lot of top 5 qualifies fine now, but because I practice a lot. So every Monday at 8 o'clock, basically, the track's change, you know. So I spend Monday night's practice for the league for the upcoming race, but I'd say Tuesday I'll run 200 or 300 laps on the main two tracks I want to race, just to learn the line and follow their ghost car. And I'll qualify in top 5, and I'll typically finish in top 10 if I take it easy, top 5 if I race. But of course, I mean, I can't help if people run me in the wall and stupid shit like that.
I haven't had too many problems with that yet. I mean, I've had the occasional race where it seems like everyone's wanting to fuck me over.
And I've learned in league, just because somebody has a low license or a low I rating does not mean they can't drive. They just are either bad circumstances or get unlucky and get in it with people and stuff. But I know plenty of people racing well above their I rating and their license level. So, Worggy, what are your range selector and splitter? What do you,
What do you mean what I use?
or do you just use paddles? Like, do you shift gears like the 8 shifter? Or?
Yeah, I just normally I have it where I have a range selector. I just skip gears. I don't even bother to go between the two ranges.
So you just use the range selector and that's it.
Yeah, normally I'll start off in third and then it like goes to like sixth. And I'll work.
Yeah. I mean, I'm skipping gears too. I'm not splitting at all. But unless I'm driving an 18 speed, you kind of have to use the splitter to get there. At least I do. If I drive if I don't, yeah, I gotta drive a splitter to get all the way to.
Normally, like I'll do that same. Once I reach 18th, and then I just stay there. I normally won't slow down enough where I need to reset.
Damn, I was trying to put in a little 400, 500 mile run here. Oh boy, is in there screaming daddy. I think he had a bad drink. Pull over and park it for the night. All right, guys. Well, hey, y'all have a good one. Manning, thanks for letting me. If you're there. All right, hey, y'all have a good one, Work.
All right, you too, man.
All right, bye.
Later. Oh! Alright guys, we're down to about 720 miles. And this might be... I don't know if it... Probably at least take a break after this one, we'll see. This is probably gonna be the last load for the night. I am getting really tired. And we put in a decent amount of miles today. Like I said, this load should put us up close to 15,000, I think. Let's see, we got about 700. No, this is gonna put us up to 14,000 and some change. So not quite the 15,000, but still solid numbers. Oh man, oh man. But tomorrow, guys, we're probably gonna be doing some more ATS. Um, I now have all 4 of the BART mods, so we're gonna kind of rotate between. I'll probably mainly, honestly, since oh, welcome back. Jaeger had to run. He said something about his kid having a nightmare.
Boy.
And he said he thanked you for letting him in the company before he left.
No worries. Yeah, step away there. He was talking. I didn't want to interrupt.
All good.
Oh, buddy, another 4,000 miler. Oh. Shook that float though. That was a pain in the ass. That was low boy.
Got about 600 miles left on this one. This has been a long one. About 4,000.
Copy that. My speditor won't work, and I couldn't get a dispatch, so I just took the next longest one. I think it's going to North Carolina though. No,
Yeah, I don't even use those anymore. I kind of feel like that might have been what cost me my problems. But I don't know, it's just a hunch.
That sure doesn't seem to be working too good there lately.
Because I wasn't having any problems, and the last thing I did was I tried to get a load through the SE tool. And then that's when the problems began. I don't know that's what caused it, but that was one of the last things I had done.
Copy that. Yeah, it's not working very good here lately.
There's a lot of people that's had a lot of problems. And like the people over in OTR, there's a lot of us that have had to reformat our computers. And one thing that's the same across all of it is we're all using those tools.
Oh. I don't know if there's been an update to one or not.
I don't think there has. Plum kind of stays on top of that, so if there was, I'm sure he'd have posted it by now.
Yeah, for sure. Jeez, he sent me his Discord link. He said, jump in, see me, come in and talk to me some nights. Fucking keep checking it every single day, man. He's never... Maybe if I...
He's actually had to step down from supervisor because just work, and he was in there tonight, but normally he pops in for a few hours and then he has to take off. He's just been real busy.
Copy that. He sees what I'm talking about too, right? Last time we spoke, he agreed.
Yeah.
Maybe that's just his way of slowly disappearing. surprised. Somebody's still hanging in there.
Yeah, he's been popping in a little more often now.
Yeah, he's not a big fan of Rob's tactics. Like, before all this went down. Because he wanted no part of those kids joining the fucking company, right?
Yeah.
He told me, he's like, you know, he said, I'm only a head recruiter and Rob's the boss, right? He said, I can only voice my opinion.
Oh shit. Thought he was in the middle lane there. Ugh. Oh shit. Sorry about that, guys. Son came up to me and thought Tim was running into the barrier. Alright, guys, we're down to about 379 miles. Once we get to our destination here, that's going to be it for the night. Getting kind of tired. We're going to pick it back off bright and early in the morning now, so.
Oh, sorry about that. I was just doing crap here on Facebook. Oh,
You're fine.
I was there, but I was quiet. I was focused on what I was doing. Really? I'm gonna miss my fuel window by 100 miles? Son of a bugger. I found a program there for crew chiefs. I don't know if I was telling you or not. It's called Motec. It's actually off the iRacing forums that apparently all the crew chiefs use for like Ray Alfala and all of them.
Really? Called Motec?
Motec. Motec, I believe.
Okay.
Basically, I'll fire it up and I can put in what parameters I want to follow, and it gives me lap by lap. Shows me like a green line, a blue line, a yellow line, like your last lap compared to your current lap compared to your best lap. It gives me a line for each lap, and then I can actually go over and click on the track and make it make it colorful, and it will show me when you're braking and when you're accelerating.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
Yeah, apparently it's pretty realistic. So it looks very complicated to figure out, but I'm gonna fuck with it and see what I can do with it. I would say that tanker would be busted off for sure. I just went off the road up in Whitehorse because I was looking at my phone. And I tell you, that truck was like a football bouncing down the fucking field. So I made it back to the road in one piece. She must have hopped about 5 times, man.
Ooh.
Yeah, old Cody, boy, he had a bit of hard luck there for the last few months, but he's on the mend again. They're not.
What's that?
Cody there, I think he's on the mender now, which is good. He's low on willpower.
Ah.
got into the opioids. He's doing good now.
I got you. Alright, we're down to about 200 miles here, guys. And once we drop this load off, we're going to be calling it quits for the night. Getting really tired. Been trying to find a mod where you can have like a beer trailer and deliver beer, but I haven't found one.
Oh yeah, yeah. My uncle is using it, and Narky's using it.
Oh, they have one?
Narky has one.
I was asking what he's using.
I don't know if he's still on there. No, he's offline. Yeah, my uncle is used to it. I can find out where he got it when he wakes up in the morning.
Alright.
Yeah, there's like fucking 1,000 fucking paint schemes for it. It must have been made by a Canadian because a lot of the beer companies are Canadian beer companies.
Ah, gotcha.
I sent you a picture of it. That's one Narky sent me a picture.
All right.
Usually the bear truck's a single axle, right? But obviously we're limited to what we can do. Single axle just makes them so much easier to get store parking lots, right?
Oh, that looks badass.
Oh, I can't wait for the NASCAR trailer. That's gonna be cool. Do it up the yellow M&M's wrap.
Yeah.
W9. Be better with the Cascadia Freightliner when it comes out, because that's what they actually use. Can't drive a Kenworth or a Pete when Freightliner is one of your sponsors.
Hey, thanks for the follow, man. Much appreciated, dude. Got about 100 miles here, guys, and then we're gonna call it a night. This is gonna be about just under
I'd say
15.
it's cheap sponsorship. I said he gives them a deal on the trucks, is what it is, I'd say. To put the tag on the...
Who gets a sponsorship?
They give a lot of drivers sponsorship, so I think it's because they buy the trucks off them. They must give them a discounted price to put their tag on.
Ah, gotcha. Anyway, we're
You
gonna
get Carl Bush's car behind the doors on both sides. It's got a Freightliner logo.
be picking it back up early in the
And a lot of
morning,
drivers. Actually, Austin Dillon's primary sponsor right now is Freightliner.
and tomorrow we're gonna use the Bart Mod Tank Master, and we're also gonna continue using
Now had enough of fucking buying cars for him.
Step Deck.
And he ain't producing nothing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He got one win last year because he was lucky. Just Johnny on the spot. He turned the guy that was ahead of him. Spun him out, took the victory at the last lap, last turn. That's the only way that little fucker's ever going to win a race. Like, what pisses me off so much about them Worggy, like, I respect what, you know, most of them drivers do on the track. But they're fellas like Kyle Busch and Kevin Harvick and, you know, Ryan Priest and all these guys. And Martin Truex and fucking... these guys built their race cars back in the day when they were kids. You know, their parents made them work on them cars. If they wanted to win, they had to work on the cars themselves, right? And learn how it worked.
Yeah.
And these fucking Dillon boys, they were handed fucking race cars by their fucking team-owning grandfather.
Yeah, a lot of people just get born into that basically, and they don't learn nothing about the damn car.
Oh, well, when that young girl was asking Austin Dillon the questions about the car, him and Bubba Wallace were stumped. They didn't know what the fuck to say. I should send you the link so you can watch it and just laugh at it. Like, only the senior guys that actually built their cars back in the day when they were kids knew how to answer the question.
All right, guys, we are about there. And like I said, this is going to be the last one for the night. We're going to start up early in the morning. And we'll probably do probably close to what we've done today. Today we did about 15,000 miles. And we'll be using the step deck and Tank Master BART mod tomorrow as well. Those are the new trailers I just got tonight. Yeah. Overshot it a bit there. And there we go. All right, guys, that's it for right now. Everyone, thanks for watching, and I will see everyone tomorrow. Everyone, take care.
Dreaming.